team up is the Jacksonville Jaguars, and their win total line is set at 6.5 wins. Under 6.5 wins is -150. Over 6.5 wins is +120. So the under 6.5 here is the favorites. Vegas doesn't have that much faith in this newly assembled kind of Jaguars team. Urban Meyer, we don't buy into. Trevor Lawrence, we buy into. He had a real great showing in preseason game number 3. Left a real good taste in our mouth heading into the regular season. But Urban Meyer is our biggest kind of black sheep on this team overall. We don't buy into him really at all. But let's see what we get here in Jacksonville. Let's see if we can find the 7 wins needed to bet the over. So here we go. They open up week 1 against the Houston Texans. Now, it is on the road in Houston, but overall, this is a big time winnable game for the Jaguars that can start the season 1-0. So I am going to give them a win here over the Texans. Then they go and face the Broncos. They are in Jacksonville here. This is going to be a real solid game overall, but I'm going to believe in Teddy Bridgewater. Luckily for Jacksonville, they don't have to play in Mile High real early on. Playing in Mile High early on in the season is one of the best, if not the best, home field advantages in the entire NFL. Luckily, the Jaguars avoid that week 2 by having the home team against the Broncos, but I am still going to give it to the Broncos. That defense is supposed to be real solid this season. Trevor Lawrence should still make some rookie mistakes. I don't see him playing at a kind of Justin Herbert level year 1, and even Justin Herbert took a couple of games to kind of get his feet underneath them. Never got blown out in the games, but struggled to win those early games. But I think Trevor Lawrence is going to struggle a little bit more in the early part of the season in his career than Justin Herbert did. So I'm going to give the Broncos defense the win here over Trevor Lawrence. Then they face the Cardinals. They are at home for this game, but once again, just a huge offense that Trevor Lawrence is going to have to keep tempo up with Kyler Murray. I don't see that happening, so I give them another loss there against the Cardinals. But then they face the Bengals. I can give them a win there, no problem. It's Thursday Night Football. Trevor Lawrence, I don't buy into this Bengals team really at all, so I can give some solid credit to this Jaguars team of beating the Bengals. We'll count it as a win. But then they face the Titans. Good luck stopping Derrick Henry. Don't think this Jaguars defense can do it. Then they face the Dolphins in London. Trevor Lawrence, rookie quarterback, going to face a really great defense in London. I can't give him that one. That's a loss against the Dolphins. Then they go on the bye. But then they face the Seahawks. Once again, a real great offense to keep up tempo with. I don't think Trevor Lawrence can do it. They lose against the Seahawks. Then they face the Bills. Good luck against that defense. And once again, good luck keeping up tempo with Josh Allen. Don't think Trevor Lawrence has it in him. Then we go against the Colts here. And once again, this Colts team is good offensively. Defensively, they are on the road in Indianapolis there. Don't think Urban Meyer is going to be able to rally the troops here against good teams. Another loss here against the Colts. Then they face the 49ers. I'm going to count that one definitely as another loss. But then they face the Falcons, a good winnable game here for Jacksonville. I'm not the biggest believer in this Falcons team heading into the season, and now they could surprise me. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this Falcons defense. The offense should be real solid. Don't love the running game, and we'll see what the Arthur Smith can do as the head coach. Solid winnable game here. It's in Jacksonville, and that's really the only reason I'm going to count it as a win. If it was in Atlanta, I'd count it as a loss, but we'll give the Jacksonville Jaguars a win over the Atlanta Falcons. We're at 3 wins. Then they face the Rams. That's a loss. That defense is way too good. They face the Titans again. I don't see them splitting against the Titans, really. Then they face the Texans. They will potentially be able to sweep the Texans. They are at home for this last Texans game, so this Jacksonville Jaguars team kind of lucks out against the Texans. They face them on the road week 1, which they can take advantage of, and then they face them late in the season at home. So we'll have them win against the Texans. Then they face the Jets. End of the season, another good winnable game here. I think I like the Jets overall, but this is a winnable game that the Jaguars can win, so I will count it as a potential win here. And then they face the Patriots. I'm not going to give them a win there. And then they face the Colts to end the season. Don't see them splitting against the Colts either. So we are looking at really 5 wins here for this Jaguars team, and the over and under is 6.5. If we're looking for a 6th win, where would that 6th win come from? It would have to be it would have to be the Broncos for 6 wins. And then if we're looking for that kind of tiebreaker, hook breaker win to get us over that 6.5 hook, it would have to probably be a split against the Colts or a win against the Patriots for that 7th win overall. But overall, I didn't even really want to give them 5 wins. Honestly, I will give them 2 wins, a win against the Bengals I can see, and a win against the Texans. I mean, those are really 2 wins that I can see. I don't really see the Jets. I think the Jets overall, I think Zach Wilson may look a little bit better come the end of the season than Trevor Lawrence, or at least the same. I don't know if real one quarterback is going to look that much greater than the other. I think I should say that that both these quarterbacks, Zach Wilson and Trevor Lawrence, at the end of the season when they face, will look both solid, kind of at the same level. I don't think any one of those quarterbacks is truly going to be so great that they just truly obliterate the other one. And then I think I'm going to like Robert Saleh as a head coach or over Urban Meyer at this point in time as well. So it was tough for us to find those 7 wins to go over 6.5. So we will bet the under 6.5 win for the Jaguars. And that's coming more on Urban Meyer, us not believing in him, than us not believing in Trevor Lawrence. So Jacksonville under 6.5 wins.